Does a narcissist care if you don't block them? Let's get into it. If y'all are new to listening to me speak, I used to be in an 18-year narcissistic abusive relationship. And to be honest with you, I just got out of speaking to somebody who I figured out and found out that they were a narcissist. Listen, at the end of the day, narcissists, all they care about is gaining access and supply to have power over your mind and your emotions, to see if they can still trigger you. If they see that they can still trigger you in any type of way to get a reaction out of you or a response, that means that they know that they can still have power over you. They know that they can still affect your mind and your emotions, and that you're not truly ready to move on from them. So in their mind, if you do not block them, they can still have access to you. They can still be able to talk to you whenever they freaking feel like it, or they can still get a reaction out of you, right? And I learned that even if you just open their fucking messages and they see that blue check mark, or they seen, if you're using an iPhone, red, then they feel good enough to know, I still got this person in my back pocket. Eventually, I'll keep messaging, or eventually I'll keep, poking them, liking their pics or liking whatever, and I'll get them to fold and say something to me. And with a narcissist, they don't care if it's you're cussing them out, don't fucking talk to me, this, that, and third, or you're like, why are you talking to me, or why are you messaging me, or why are you like, they don't care. Any reaction is supplied to them to feed their ego, for them to feel an ego boost, to know that, all right, like I said, I have control. I still have power over this person. I still have access over this person. They're not truly over me. Because how they're looking at it is, if you're truly over them, then you would have done blocked them already. You would have done let them go already. You would have done stand in your truth and what you say, how you're over them, to not have zero contact or access to you, period. Y'all, if you guys are liking what I'm saying, make sure you're clicking that like button. Make sure you're sharing this content out there to other people who need to hear this. Make sure you're leaving me a comment to let me know how you're feeling about what I'm saying. And make sure you're following me on all my platforms, my TikTok channel, my podcast, my YouTube channel. I leave all the links everywhere. Make sure you're following me. And if you need guidance and help on how to get over what I'm talking about, you can always book a one-on-one with me. My link is on all my platforms. Y'all, they will continuously, right, bother you if you keep allowing them. And the way you can stand in your power is blocking them on everything. Blocking them on social media, blocking their number, blocking them on their emails, their email trails, everything. And listen to me, I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm not telling you guys to block them right away, because at the end of the day, I learned from experience, you have to know when you are at that point that you are at breaking point, where you are ready to truly say, I am strong enough to let that person go. Because if you're not there yet, and you block them and unblock them, block them and unblock them, that's still giving them the most powerful ego boost to know that, okay, you're the problem, they're not the problem. Even though that you are just trauma bonded, even though that you are just mentally and emotionally addicted to them through what you experienced chemically inside of your brain, right? So I always tell people, go with your gut, go with your feeling. When you are ready, you will know. And don't beat yourself up if you're not ready. Don't beat yourself up if you're not at that point to hit that block button and finally block them and finally go no contact. Just understand that every time that you break that no contact, every time that you message them, you're literally ripping open the wound that you're trying to heal and close up, right? So, and the only person you can blame in that situation is you, but don't become your worst enemy when you do that, because you have to be gentle with yourself and understand that you're going through your healing journey. Look at it and flip the script to understand that every time that you experience that, you are actually healing yourself more and more, because you're going through that experience to remind yourself who this person is. You're reminding yourself that this person lacks empathy. You're reminding yourself that this person has a personality disorder. You're reminding yourself that this person will never change. A month could go by, a year can go by, weeks can go by, and they'll still be the same person that you left them off to be. because a narcissist are stuck in their ways through their personality disorder to be so egotistical, to feel like they truly feel and truly believe that they did nothing wrong to you, that they are not the problem, right? So every time that your mind brings you to that part to want to text them, I tell people, stand in the fact, and that's even with me. I'm trying to stand in the facts to remind myself, this is who this person is. This is who they showed me who they are. Not the story that I created inside of my head. Not the person who they love bombed me to create inside of this image inside of my head that they are. That's not who they truly are. Eventually the mask falls off and they show you who the fuck they truly are, but it's up to us to stand in the facts to believe that that's who they truly are, and they will never change, and they don't want to change, because it's easier for them to move on to a next person and move on to a next person than to do the inner work and to actually heal themselves and work on themselves, right? So it's up to you to be the bigger person, to say, all right, nah, I'm going to stand in these facts. I know who this person is. I know they have a personality disorder. I know they have a pattern with different partners, that I'm going to stand in my power and no longer give away my power to somebody who does not deserve my time, my energy, my body. That I am a king if you're a man. I am a queen, an empress if you're a woman. That we deserve the world, but we have to see that within inside of ourselves and truly live it by setting boundaries, understanding what does our standards look like, understanding like how can we learn from this lesson to never fall in this pattern again with another person, right? Because each and every time you experience a narcissist, each and every time you experience a toxic person, it's just lessons that we need to learn to elevate us, to take us to another level. But it's your perspective and how you're viewing the situation. If you blame everything on that other person, you look at yourself as a victim, you're constantly going to be stuck in this cycle of not changing yourself either. And if you don't change yourself, if you don't work on yourself to look at these lessons as a blessing to grow yourself, then you'll be stuck in a dirty cycle and you'll never be able to break free. And trust me, I'm telling you this based off of experience, right? I want to help inspire you guys and motivate you guys as much as possible to learn these things so that you can break free. Because that's the whole point of this, is breaking free to finding who you truly are, who God created you to be. And once you do that, you'll stand in your love, you'll stand in your worth, you'll stand in your value, so that you don't experience another toxic, fucked up person, right? But we need to experience them. We need to have that breakdown. We need to go through all what God places us to go through so that we can elevate into the best damn version of ourselves each and every time. Each and every time I experience a toxic person, it helps me to elevate me to become a stronger person. It helps me to elevate me to become a wiser person. So look at flip the perspective on what you're going through, right? And stop being hard on yourself if you're going through whatever you're going through. Like, love yourself. Surround yourself with people who love you. Surround yourself with people who value you, so that you can feel that value truly, to know your worth, to know that you're loved, to know that you're truly worthy to be cared for. Y'all, all what I'm telling y'all, stand in the facts to wise up and rise above the narcissist today. If you're a man listening to this, you are a king. If you're a woman listening to, you're a goddess. Know your value, know your worth. Learn the lessons that you need to learn from that person to break free. And I promise you, you will heal from this and you will elevate to higher levels than you can ever imagine.